all they are is 1 month away from financial trouble. If they lose, it doesn't show a lot in our country because the way it shows a lot is through people that have debts. So in developed country, a lot of you watching online, you will notice those in developed country, because they have all this debt they service, if there's no income for 1 month, there's trouble. For 5 months, they repossess their car, they repossess their house. In our country, it doesn't show a lot because we even pay our house rent, annually. But you need an emergency cup. Money you just put away. What do I suggest? You can start with 10% and say 10% goes in my Joseph fund. So this is the fund. That's why you see people, they hit their car. They can't fix their account to the next paycheck because there's no emergency fund anywhere. So there's an emergency fund. After the emergency fund, what's the next thing? There's an investment fund. This is what you pay yourself and say, I take another 10% of my $1,000 and I put in here. So every month I take 10% away, 10% away, 10% away. Then the next thing also is this. Then there's what? That's a project cup. So the project cup will cover for things like house rents. It will cover for things that, I want to buy a house rent. I want to do house rent. I want to buy a car. So I'm putting some money in the project cup right there. I'm putting the 10%. And there is what? Another 10% in what? Development. Someone says, what's development cup? For you to make more money, you must learn new things. For you to make money, you must develop yourself. So you need to put money aside that helps you develop yourself. So 10% goes into that cup. Then there's the last 5% that goes into your leisure cup. What's your leisure cup? That's the money you used to do dinners. That's the money you used to go to Barbados and Mauritius and Dubai. That's the money you just used to play around. The challenge is this. This is how this cup is. The question is that, which cup are you struggling with? Which cup are you struggling with? Because which cup are you struggling? Which cup is overburdened? Many of you say, which cup don't, okay, let's start. Which cup don't you have? If you don't have cups, if you don't have one or two cups here, raise up your hands, let me see. Okay, write down the cups you don't have and begin to make a plan to start the cup this month. Some people have all the cups. So some people don't have cups at all. Some people have, who has a cup, but you're struggling with the cup. Someone says, I'm struggling with development costs. I'm stopping with development cup. Okay, who else has a cup that is struggling with? So, but this is what I'm saying to you. The reason I'm saying this to you is this. Because if you don't really work this out, it's going to become a financial trouble. And this is why some of you, this is why some Christians, they want to tithe, but they cannot tithe. You know why? They are so burdened on some other areas. And if you don't have this kind of style, you're going to live from paycheck to paycheck. And what you need to do after this service is this, because this is a very practical teaching, is to say, hey, and if you're married, call your partner and say, how do we fix this cup? How do we fix this cup? Your investment cup is so important. And let me tell you something. You start with 10%. That investment cup needs to go higher because of your future. It needs to go higher. So the more you earn, the more you should be able to put aside. The difference between the wise virgin and the foolish virgin is this. The foolish virgin had no plan for the future. They had no saving. There was nothing left in there was a cup that had nothing in it. They were okay for today, but they were not okay for tomorrow. Many of you are okay for today, but are you okay for tomorrow?